Turning our attention back to North Alabama, a Limestone County jury returned a verdict of $15 million to a North Alabama family. Gloria Owen, the widow of Robert Owen, filed a wrongful death lawsuit against Hemsey and two of his former workers. This is the largest civil punitive damages award ever in Limestone County. WAAY 31 reporter Maddie McCaffrey joins us live and now after speaking with the family's attorney today.
Yeah, I did, Nicole, and they say they're thankful for the jury's decision in this wrongful death lawsuit that's been going on for years. Now, back in 2019, Robert Owen was a cardiac patient needing a non-emergency transport from Huntsville Hospital to UAB. And during that transport, the family says the ambulance driver, who's one of the defendants in the case, Jacob Steele, was seen on video passing out, swerving lanes, and missed the turn to Birmingham. The family says the driver, who was an EMT, not a paramedic, swapped places with a paramedic, which they say was not following protocol to begin with. The family's attorney then says that EMT Jacob Steele goes to the back of the ambulance, props his feet up, and passes out. The paramedic driver driving the ambulance continues down the road at this point, and then Robert Owen starts having a massive heart attack, screaming for help. Nobody could hear him, including Steele, who still passed out in the back. Here's one of the family's attorneys, Ben Ford, explaining what happened next.
They finally, and Mr. Steele was the driver. He is laid out in the back on video, passed out, doesn't move a muscle. And finally, after a very long time, Robert, who's having pain spread from his chest into his shoulder to his arm to his jaw, is able to yell loud enough to get the paramedic's attention, Mr. Huey. He pulls off on the side of the highway on 65 South, runs around to the back, gives him one nitroglycerin tablet. In less than 2 minutes, he's back up front driving. He doesn't try to wake Mr. Steele, who's still passed out with headphones in his ears, and continues driving. So now Robert's abandoned again.
The 40-minute drive to Birmingham with Steele still passed out in the back. Robert Owen was in bad shape. They got to the hospital and he dealt with no care after having a heart attack in the ambulance, and he passed away 10 days later. Now, those two Hemsey employees were terminated, and ultimately the attorneys for the widow of Robert Owen says the family's grateful for the jury's decision after 10 days in civil court improving their case. Tonight we'll have the full story for you on WAAY 31 News at 10. For now, live in studio with coverage you can count on, Maddie McCaffrey, WAAY 31 News.
Maddie, thanks. Hemsey says in a statement in response to the jury's verdict, it was a tragic loss of life. Our greatest desire is to safely serve the citizens who depend on us. When we fail to do this, this impacts many people, including those we serve and those on our Hemsey team. We will continue to learn from every situation and strive to better our community.